Hello, welcome to the Retail Podcast live at NRF. Geolocation, anything to do with location, has always been a headache for retailers. So when I got the opportunity to meet with Radar, an upcoming and established location? How would you describe the company?
We've been calling ourselves the all-in-one location platform, so
Okay.
it's really easy to add geofencing or maps to your application or website.
Okay, so the all-in-one geolocationing company. When I got the chance to meet with Nick, the CEO of Radar, I thought it would be wonderful to share with you guys what they do and how they solve that problem. So, Nick, for those who don't know you, if you don't mind giving us a 1-minute overview of who you are, obviously you're the CEO, but telling us a little bit about you, and then we'll focus in on Radar.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Nick Patrick. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Radar. It's fun to be here in New York. I've actually been in the New York tech scene for over a decade at this point. Met my co-founders at Foursquare.
Okay.
Foursquare, the early location-based social app. So that was where we sort of fell in love with location. I went to another startup, had to build a bunch of things with location tracking and geofencing, and it was very challenging. And we set out to start Radar back in 2016 as the full-stack, developer-friendly location platform. We really started as a geofencing platform, so we've been long been the industry leader in geofencing. We work with a ton of retail customers. I mean, a lot of logos up here, but Dick's Sporting Goods, Michaels, T-Mobile, many others. And we've since expanded. So we just launched Radar Maps platform, which is a cost-effective alternative to Google Maps platform and Mapbox. So we can now, truly call ourselves the all-in-one location platform, and any location feature you want to add to your app or website, whether it's, for a retail app or website or really anything.
So do you find that look, when retailers come to you for you to solve their problem, do they know the problem that they want you to solve? So like, I've got a supply chain problem. Or is it they come to you and then you sort of say, well, actually,
Sure.
Did you think about this or this?
Yeah, I think it depends. Some retailers are more digitally mature than others, and some folks come with, I have this really clear picture of exactly what I want to do. Other folks are looking to learn and be educated a little bit more. So we solve location use cases at, varying levels of maturity, I would say. Pretty much every retail app or website has a store locator.
Yeah.
Power your store locator, that's pretty obvious. So you're looking for, accurate maps, reliable service.
Yeah.
I think when a lot of people think about geofencing, they might think of it as a sort of background marketing centric thing. I'm near a Walmart, send me a 20% off coupon. But really there's a lot more than that. And, we power other types of use cases as well. So we power the store mode for Dick's Sporting Goods.
Okay.
You download the Dick's Sporting Goods app, you open it in store. Radar helps that app detect that the user's in store and show them a location-based app experience.
Oh, cool.
We do location-based arrival detection for curbside pickup, in-store pickup. So, rather than a scheduled order or a customer arriving unexpectedly, you can know when they're on the way to pick up the order. 15 minutes out, 10 minutes out, 5 minutes out. Really.
So this is like for home delivery or buy online, pick up in store, or either or?
Buy online, pick up in store, although we do work with some delivery tracking platforms as well, and power their location tracking. So long story short, wide range of use cases we can solve. Sometimes folks come to us with a very clear set of needs or business objectives in mind. Sometimes they don't, but in either case, we're happy to work with them.
Two final questions.
Yeah.
Location jacking. Is that a thing like where one retailer will try and grab the location? And is that an actual thing?
Yeah, we've heard the phrase competitive conquesting used, but certainly you can set up geofences around your own stores. You could set up geofences around your competitors' stores. You could imagine potentially running a campaign. But honestly, I think even learning, how folks are using the app in your own stores.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a lot, right? And Dick's Sporting Goods is a good example of a customer that didn't have a super clear understanding of how often people were opening the app in store.
Yeah.
They installed Radar, and they started to realize that 20% of app opens were happening in store.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. What are they doing? Maybe they're trying to search for an item that's out of stock. Maybe they're, comparison shopping or something like that. So whether it's in your own stores or understanding app opens in your competitors' stores, that's all very possible. I think at the end of the day, you want to be mindful of customer experience and privacy, and kind of the volume and type of data that you're collecting. But yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Final question.
Yeah.
Where do you see where's the future in location-based how do, because there's so many areas in terms of autonomous vehicles, drones.
Yeah.
I'm curious, someone who's in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that we're still very early. One big trend that we're seeing this year is folks looking for cost savings with their maps provider. Right. So maybe you've built your store locator, you use Google Maps platform, you haven't touched it in a while, your costs have slowly risen. We're actually now working with a lot of customers where we'll help them cut their Google Maps bill in half and then unlock some savings, which they can use to invest in geofencing. Right. So, I mean, I think we're still early. A lot of retail apps, if you open the app, it still doesn't really understand if you're in store, at home on your couch, or in the parking lot, to do a curbside pickup. So I would say the vast majority of retail apps still have yet to fully realize.
So they're not even really there with the normal use cases to be thinking sort of further out.
I think there's a lot more to do. What I will say in terms of new use cases we're excited about, I would highlight two. One is indoor location. Okay. So, not just understanding if somebody's in the store, but where in the store are they? Maybe you're showing, scan and pay features near the register, or you're showing a virtual assistant feature in one of the departments. So that's potentially interesting. And then, we think about our company mission as connecting the digital and physical worlds. I don't know if you saw Apple's Vision Pro announcement. They're pretty bulky. I think people are going to be using those at home for a while, but you could imagine a future where you wear a lightweight version of that into the store. And how are you helping people find their way to specific items, or maybe see kind of relevant information about the store? And that's fundamentally a geofencing use case as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at what Google have done with Live View, I think that's the wonderful use case where people should be able to imagine what the possibility is in store, right? In terms of doing that. And then I guess, do you guys help the retailer on full stack with geolocation, or are you just about the sort of the infrastructure for geolocation?
Yeah, we oftentimes call ourselves location infrastructure. That being said, we solve technical challenges at different parts of the stack. So we have SDKs you can install in your iOS and Android app. We have APIs you can call from your website or maybe from your back end. We really do think of ourselves as a full stack infrastructure provider. So all the way kind of down on the client side, collecting the location data, to storing it, helping you do analysis or segmentation on it, maybe piping that to other systems. So SDKs and APIs, but we really think of ourselves as a full stack platform. Yeah,
that's brilliant. Well, if you're ever in the in Europe, drop by, come say hi.
We have there's a great customer we work with called Shopfully. It's a big deals app based out of Italy, and we have a lot of EU-based customers. So we're over there a bunch. I'll make sure to say hey next time we're in there.
Lovely meeting you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks.